Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about Hot Toys Joker 1/4 scale, and it is a thing of beauty, and I'm already going to tell you right now that this is worth getting. I can't think of any negatives on it. It's all going to be positive, but I will try and find stuff wrong just so I can point you in the right direction, but otherwise, welcome to the show. So to kick it off, let's talk about his head. And I got to tell you, this sculpt is just absolutely phenomenal. Other people have kind of pointed out that the hair is kind of noodly, if that's a word, noodles, kind of noodle. It kind of is a little bit, but it doesn't really bother me. It's not one of those things where I would kind of think it would look better with real hair or anything like that. But look at that face. Look at that. Look at that mouth. Look at those eyes, the way they kind of look up. Really gritty, really cool. I actually had to pick this up off of eBay because I missed it when it was on Sideshow, and I ended up actually really kicking myself that I didn't get it when it was available, and I think it went pretty quick if I remember rightly. I put myself down on the wait list, and eventually I actually saw someone selling one on eBay as new, which when it turned up, I can tell you it was brand new. And I got it below retail price as well, which is really cool. So, you know, always check out eBay if there's something that you're looking for. If the price is too high, walk on by. If it's not, stick around. For this situation, I actually saw it was already below the value of brand new, and I ended up actually saying to the dude, here, will you take this much for it? He didn't have an offer set up, and he was like, okay, and he set it for that price and then bought it. So it actually worked out pretty good. It's the base. I've just kind of thrown some of the money around here just to kind of make it look like the bank heist, and some of his cards just kind of strewn about a little bit. The mask is really cool. I kind of read online, don't put it on his head. I haven't tried. I'm probably not going to either, just because I don't want to mess up any of the sculpt. There's the jacket, and you know, as usual with Hot Toys, you can take the jacket off and have it with this jacket, or take both jackets off and he'll have the shirt and the button up. Yeah, I kind of posed him with a little bit of a limp, so that's why he kind of leans. I felt like that was kind of in the movie. The gun is really cool. I mean, as other people have kind of pointed out, it's actually retractable, and the magazine comes out too. And this thing just comes with a whole host of stuff. I mean, some really cool stuff. It comes with the shotgun, which is really awesome. The pencil from the notorious pencil scene, the knife, the switchblade, and then the metal pipe, and then the transponder for the explosives. The really cool setup that goes in his jacket for the explosives, really cool. I haven't taken it out and set it up because it's not how I'm going to pose him anyway, but it's there and it's kind of cool. He's got his pistols, you know, the revolver, and these are just, I mean, even these are just actually incredible. Just, if I just take out the shotgun as an example, I mean, look at the detail on the wood. And it's not wood, but it looks like wood. It's plastic. This part too, you can actually pull it back, and then it pulls the cartridge open so you can pop one in. Yeah, I mean, this is really cool stuff. I mean, this is just awesome. I mean, it's pretty substantial in size as well, just like the machine gun, which is pretty big. I preferred to display it with the machine gun personally. I just thought it had more impact than him holding the shotgun. And the pistols were kind of cool. But again, I thought this just looked the best in the cabinet, and that's kind of what I went for. Nothing to really see around the back, I mean, other than his hair and the flowing jacket. But his shoes, I mean, even look at the shoes. Look at the detail on those. Look at them. That is just incredible. Right down to the shoelaces, and these little holes at the front that you can pop the knives into. The one thing I would say I don't particularly love is probably the base, and I think this comes up a lot when I watch other people's posts and reviews, but I don't know, it could have been better. I mean, if I clear off some of this stuff as well, you can kind of see it's just basically like a fake blood smear, which doesn't particularly look like blood, and then the logo with the ha-ha etched into it, which is, I mean, it's not bad, and I think that that's where the distinction could be. It's not bad. See, I've still got the cellophane on the plaque itself. Should probably just peel that off, but I think I'll just leave it. These things are just, they're plastic, and I just don't really necessarily think they add anything to it. I just don't see that they add any value. I would have almost liked to have seen just a more simplistic stand, like, but just grittier, like maybe a grate from Gotham City or something. But I mean, that's just really nitpicking, to be honest, because in reality I don't care, because the figure itself is just, it's just absolutely insane. I mean, I go back into the face again and look at the eyes, they're kind of glazed over and just kind of staring up. And you really get that ripple effect right in his cheek from the scars as well, kind of going around this side. I don't have a 1/6 version to kind of compare it to, but again, I'm just going to go back and say that when you really scope out on it, I mean, this is a huge piece. I mean, a quarter scale, you know, once you kind of watched a lot of videos of mine, you'll probably see that a lot of the things I do collect are kind of 1/4 scale versus 1/6. I just think that they have a lot more to offer than the smaller figures do. And in detail, some people say that the bigger they get, the detail's lost, and I don't agree. I think that you just can see the details more clearly, you know, and this is one where it's just been worked on really, really well. I mean, the shirt looks like a real shirt, you know, it's just incredible. The tie and the quality of the clothing as well is what kind of strikes me, is that the filming it doesn't do it justice. You know, you can't see how great this clothing actually looks. I mean, it's almost like it was made for a real person, except it's on a toy. I mean, it's just, I say toy, collectible. I keep going to that mask again, and you can really see the detail on that, the scuffs and the scratches that were put on it to kind of give it that worn look. And yeah, it's just awesome. I mean, if we look at his pistol as well, I mean, look at the detail on that. The magazine comes out of this one too. It's just really cool. Did some really, really good stuff with this one. I think my one gripe is that I missed out on the Batman from the Dark Knight, and I have the Batman Begins version of Batman. Not really too bothered. I mean, they look kind of cool standing next to each other either way. I just don't want to pay the extortionate price that they're charging for the Batman from the Dark Knight. But if they did another batch on Sideshow, I'd probably definitely get it, and probably let my Batman Begins version go, which I will review later. I just figured this one's a little bit more newer. Sold out on Sideshow, but you can add yourself to the wait list like I did and hope and pray that you get one eventually, but I didn't, and I just kind of gave up waiting and ended up getting it on eBay for a cheaper price anyway. And I gotta say, this is probably one of my favorite pieces in my collection now, just because it's Heath Ledger from The Dark Knight, and it looks exactly like him. It's a spot-on sculpt. Get right in there. Even on the eyes. I think the eyes look a little mucky, if I was going to be completely honest, but, you know, again, I'm nitpicking something that I think is fantastic, and really and truthfully, I think you just, if you were going to find this for that price, for a decent price on eBay, I would say get it all day long, because this is just a great piece to have, and I just love the way it looks. I always say in a Detolf, but that's the deciding factor for a lot of times, you know, is how does it look when you put it under a light in a Detolf case? Does it make you stop and look at it every now and again when you're kind of in your office or wherever? And it does. It really does. It stops me and I have to look at it, and sometimes I want to take his jacket off and pose him without it, and sometimes I want to leave it on. And yeah. What do you guys think? I'd like to hear your comments on it. Is there anyone out there who has the 1/6 version and the 1/4 and has concerns or thinks one's better over the other? And if so, what reasons? You're more than welcome to post it on my timeline and throw it out there because it's valid. I haven't had the 1.6 version, so you know, anything that anyone has to say, I would definitely like to hear. Yeah, this looks fantastic. Any questions or any shout outs, please give them in the comments and I will definitely respond. Otherwise, please continue watching my videos and if you liked, hit like. If you want to subscribe, that would be great too. I've got lots more videos coming and I just want to give you kind of an honest review of somebody who owns the product and somebody who kind of literally felt like it was Christmas Day when it turned up with UPS, which I kind of feel like that happens every time I get a delivery from UPS that has a collectible or a figure or something. It's like Christmas Day again when I was a kid, and I think that's the whole reason why I collect, is just to kind of like have that feeling of like, oh, this is it, you know. But yeah, any comments, leave them down there and I'll respond, and thank you for watching my video. Have a great day.